Okay, welcome back. It's D&D. This is the Virlinia 2 campaign. This is session number 34. And last time, the Virlinian Vanguard had discovered a giant pumpkin on the grounds of the Litso family creamery. And inside the pumpkin were the horrible hag from the Heinous Swamps, a certain Lynn Crackleskin, and a criminal centaur from the Zadash Town Council, a certain Heslel Rigatoni. The hag had conjured a giant pumpkin spice latte, which spilled its liquid on the party and smashed into them, burning and bruising their skin. But our heroes prevailed and dispatched the drink and the council centaur, and learned her secrets about Ernie Tortellini and the vault, the bank vault, in the city of Rovnica. The hag had proved too difficult to contain while in combat, and she fled, leaving the Vanguard to lick their wounds inside the pumpkin, where the party is on their way. They've already left the pumpkin, and they're on their way to the Litso family manor to find some rest. So where you're all standing now, you're on the southern part of the farmstead, and you can see some of the animals are sleeping. Cows, you see cows. If you see and hear other rustling directly north of you. The lights are on in the servants' quarters, so you can see a couple of rooms with a couple of presumably bedrooms with candles lit. But it's a pretty quiet night, and it's autumn. It's getting cold, so that's where we are going to pick up. So, what would you all like to do?
So were we going to bed?
Mm-hmm. I think we wanted to get into the main house, right?
Yeah, I don't think I should bring the horse back to the main house, considering it's technically their property. So I'm going to sleep out here. See you in the morning.
How close is the water to here? Isn't there water nearby?
Oh, the ocean.
The ocean is nearby. You would need to go back to the main downtown part of Stormseye, which is, only a 10-minute walk from here, and then it would be another 10 minutes to get to the docks.
Would y'all mind making a pit stop, my friends? I have never seen the ocean, and I would like to see it.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I
You
mean,
can stay out there on the beach if you want.
also, it might be better in the daytime when you can see it.
Oh, I just want to hear
No. We should totally go. Oh my god, this is huge for me. I love showing people the ocean for the first time.
Is it something you do often?
Well, I went to school in Ohio, so it's one of me, Olena's favorite things to do.
I don't see you. I've ever been to Ohio. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, it's terrible there.
Is that where the mythical land of Cleveland is?
Yes, you've heard of it. But yeah, let's go. We could go sleep on the beach. That would be nice.
Cleveland, the first level of hell.
Yeah.
Hey, wasn't there like some merman coming up from the ocean though? They like tore down a statue or something. Didn't
I
that
don't know.
happen? Or was
That-
that blind rage that manifested that in my mind?
Do you want to make a history check, Milo?
I'd like you to
Test
tell
your
me,
memory?
because it wasn't that long ago for us and the players, but it was a really long time ago. I mean, it wasn't a long time ago for the characters, but a really long time for the players. So I prefer not to roll.
2. The halflings won.
Olena was quite concerned about whatever creatures had dismantled and rubbled one of the main entrances to the city. And from some of the markings, Olena thinks they were some sort of nautical-based creature. So yeah, the party would remember that, because I think Olena just said it. Olena told everybody.
Thank you. Well, we could go down, hear the ocean, and then sleep far from the ocean. I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea to sleep here, but it's also not a good idea to sleep there. So it's like lose-lose,
Olena, actually, could you make an insight check to see, like, of these locations, what's going to be safer?
Anybody want to help me think about this?
I'm not familiar with the area, sorry.
Is this Cleveland?
I'll give you guidance.
Okay.
What is that? Plus a D4?
D4.
12.
It's better than 50%.
Yeah. Elena, you do have vivid childhood memories of playing with one of your best friends growing up, Oksana, and feel like you know where a lot of things are in her family home and would consider it probably a pretty safe place to go. If there were, in fact, aquatic creatures, they wouldn't be in the Litso family house at the present.
Okay. I think actually sleeping here would be safer. Do we want to just make sure we get a full rest before we head to the sea and possibly encounter some aquatic creatures? Because I want to fulfill your dream. Or whatever it is, but I also don't want to battle again and almost die.
I mean, you know that
I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed.
you know that area best. That'll be fine.
Okay, we can. I totally want to go see it in the morning.
I got this. Who are you? You're Duck. Duck. Close your eyes.
I'll close my eyes.
Great. I'll
Do not throw water on me.
I'll pull out from my pack a little thing of water and a little thing of salt and shake it up really fast, and then I'm gonna throw it at you or splash it at you while I cast Druidcraft, and so you hear the sound of the ocean.
I'm not getting involved.
No, now we have to go to sleep wet. Gosh dang it.
Is that better?
No, how would that be better?
Are you sated for the night?
I already said I could wait till the morning.
Well, now you'll have good dreams.
Wet dreams. Oh!
Oh, I made a really good roll just now. It's at this moment that Benevol actually trots over to you, Duck, and tries to breathe on you so you're no longer wet.
I am
Clarifying, it was a horse mouth.
I'm both appreciative and disgusted.
His breath tastes like pumpkin spice.
It does.
It smells like.
Hey, horse.
I'm sorry. Can you just imagine that for a second?
No.
Horse breath
Yes.
with a
Yes.
layer of pumpkin spice over it.
It's amazing.
So warm.
Horse, that was salt
bow
water
his head
if you
and
want to
back
lick it off. Just a horse breathing on a bird.
Milo, you're of all the characters right now, you're in the best position to look north. You do see that a couple of the candle lights in the servants' quarters have gone out, meaning probably somebody is fixing you to bed.
Looks like they're fixing to go to bed over there, so if you guys want to hit the house, then I think I'll just go to the camp with Benevol and then meet up with you in the morning, and we can go to the beach real quick, and then what's the plan from there? We got a lot on our plate, I feel like, you know.
It might be good for all of us to take a moment and recall what is on our plate.
Well, we can get the sword that'll help us kill the hag.
Correct.
We can go to the vault. Well, we have to go to Hazelward at some point and meet up with the Thieves Guild, Faceless Men. And then that's all I can remember, unless we want to help these people at the town. I don't know, it's...
I do, but I feel like we're going to have to come back here at some point.
I feel like the two main things were the sword in the cave that we found on a map from Baba Yaga's house, and the vault, like you said.
Well, the cave is by my my family's place. We could swing by. Maybe they can help us out.
Would that be on the way to where the vault is?
Yes and no. So Rovnica and Stonica are both on the eastern border facing the ocean of the province of the Seven Sisters. But Stonica is way far south, so it wouldn't exactly take you in the same direction. You'd have to, if you wanted to see both, you would probably stop at Rovnica first, because that's kind of mostly due southeast, and then Stonica is much further south from there.
I don't know.
So
if
we
we're
should
ready
do
for
vault
Rovnica.
first.
It sounded like Ron DeSantis was stronger than the hag, and the hag worked us just now. So
We also weren't rested though, right?
Not yet.
So we have not rested in like 3 days.
Milo dies of exhaustion.
The party is pretty tired. That is true.
So let's rest and we'll talk in the morning. But we're going to head south, no matter what.
Yes.
Okay.
Olena, you hear a whistle coming from the north, and a person smoking a cigarette is starting to walk in your direction.
Ew.
Even in this dim light, you can see he's got a scruffy brown beard, and he's wearing a neckerchief, a checkered white and red neckerchief, kind of like a Purina bag. And you see the letter K is on his neckerchief. And he's kind of like has an unsteady gait as he trots towards the party. Just smoking a cigarette.
Who this is?
Make an insight. I'm sorry. History check.
The K on the neckerchief. Was that the same thing as on the armbands that have been around town?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Pretty sure it is because you have already seen other people wear other types of clothing marked with a K, not just ties and ascots, but neckerchief as well.
Yep.
Didn't somebody
19
explain?
history.
19. Yes.
Those are people who are Kaif. That K, I assume, stands for Kaif. That they're like helping the mayor.
Olena would know that
Pretty
means
tight.
they are a registered Kaif user in the city of Stormseye. This person's name is Rick Otto.
Sorry.
And this is a farmhand that you have met before when you have visited Olena while the two of you were growing up and were friends.
Does he look like he's coming towards us or just walking in this general
It does
direction?
look like, with intent, he's walking towards you. He's not saying very much. He's smoking a cigarette. And could you make a perception check, Olena?
Sure.
Even with a 6, you can hear the sound of something clinking on this person's clothing or body, like the sound of glasses clinking against one another,
Oh, okay.
something like that.
Kaif
Yeah.
glasses. All right, I will approach. Is it this guy?
Yes. Yeah. He's walking a little bit. He's walking a little bit closer as well.
I'm just gonna give you guidance as you start walking, so you have it
Yeah.
if you need it.
Is it Rick space Otto? Like, is Rick his first name?
Yes.
Rick, how are you?
Ah, is that you, Miss Olena? Rick takes his sort of cowboy hat and tips it as he introduces himself to you. Curtsy. Yes. Miss Olena, what are you doing here with Benevol? What are you doing here at all?
Oh, well, we were just coming to check in on Oksana's family. She allowed us to stay for the night, but it seems they're not here. So we're hoping to maybe rest here for the night and move on to try and find them.
They're not here on account of the ghost.
Is it the ghost of the hag?
There's either a ghost or a genie inside the house right now.
Okay, maybe we'll sleep in the stables.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean
there's
there's a ghost or a genie?
Those
No,
are
not
two
in my
very
house.
different things.
Yeah, well, the hag.
Yes.
The hag came here and gave us orders on fixing up the property to grow tobacco and stuff.
Yes.
We're not as interested in cheese as we used to be.
Which sucks, because cheese is great.
Cheese is great. Ricotta, in fact. Cheese is brilliant.
I'm still tired. So you wouldn't recommend going into the house to sleep into Oksana's family house because there is a genie in there?
A genie, a ghost, I don't know.
Different from the genie who was in my house, though, right?
Is there a genie in your house too, ma'am?
I think so. I wouldn't go over there. That's all I'm saying.
I haven't stepped foot in there since I heard the noises.
Good. That's good to know. When did this genie appear here? Has he been causing havoc or anything?
Well, none of us have ever saw anything. This is just the stories we heard from the Litso matriarch.
Do I know the Litso matriarch?
Yeah, you would know Oksana's mother. Yes.
Where? Okay. Did she tell you these things before she left, or
Yeah, more or less. But we're under contract, so it's not like we can leave the property anytime soon.
No, that's true, but she doesn't seem like the kind of person who would endanger her staff to that extent.
Nope. No one's been hurt. No one's disappeared. I might fear you might disappear our horse, though. So I'm gonna need to let you bring the reins of Benevol back on over to us.
Oh, unfortunately, Benevol was also in the contract or the discussion with Oksana. We're supposed to take him to her family so that they can use his services.
That's plausible. Could you make a deception or persuasion check, Elena?
I have guidance.
You do have guidance.
Also, did he just get country British?
Yeah, it was a little strange. I decided not to comment.
Country British.
The kind
British. 10 total.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, well, maybe if we had some more actual evidence, then we would agree to that. But until we get some evidence, I think it would be much safer to leave Benevol with us right now. And he holds his palm in front of you as if to start grabbing the reins.
We're going to go
Milo
sleep in the
puts-
stables anyway, so we can go put them back for you if you want. Because I don't
There's
really
hay
want to
back
enter
there.
that house. Yeah, will that
You
work?
You can sleep on the hay. There's also
Great.
bees. I hope you're not afraid of bees.
No. They're asleep.
Uh,
The bees are sleeping.
Miss Elena, since we're being so kind to y'all and everything, and you see my neckerchief and all, I think it would be mighty nice of you to give me a coin or whatnot.
Why do you think you deserve that?
For preventing you from stepping into the house where we know there's something dangerous.
You know that I'm a part of an adventuring party, right? You can tell sort of that we are hardened warriors, that I carry an axe on my back.
Could you make another persuasion check at this time at advantage? Because
My very large checkered pants.
yeah, you're speaking with some kind of authority, and he's kind of buying some of it.
Do you think it could be, where the fuck is intimidation?
Are you? Yeah, you can do intimidation.
I mean, I'm like, I got an axe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a disadvantage, right?
No, at advantage because he's
Oh, at
starting.
advantage?
Yeah.
21.
21. It's like, all right, Elena and friends. The blankets are in the wooden closet when you walk inside.
Pleasure doing business with you. I will slip a silver into his hand. We'll shake
Oh, you
hands.
will.
and I'll-
Okay.
I'll
He
slip
he
a silver.
he looks at it.
Because I like him. I like him.
He looks at it kind of greedily, pockets it in his pocket, and you see him very deftly with two fingers take a small vial of some dark liquid, drink it really quick, and put it back inside his pocket.
All right. Great. All right. To the stables, folks. Come on, everybody. Benvolo included.
No.
Oh, we're not.
We're not
walking.
letting you get rid of your horse, Milo.
We're just going to the stables to sleep.
Yeah.
So I technically wasn't lying.
And Milo winks at Benevol because he's going to steal all the other horses.
And then all of a sudden this becomes a ranching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Stardew Valley now.
Of cow people.
Milo, if you're actually doing that, do you want to make an animal handling check?
To wink?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to wink the right way, or it's gonna actually be a curse to Benevol's mom.
The horse.
I rolled
It's gonna be
7. Sorry,
Oh,
Benevol's
it's gay.
mom. 9.
Milo's gonna have sex with the horse.
It's too late.
No real response from Benevol when you say all these things.
No, I didn't say any of the things. I just winked at him, so he's just like, what the
Oh,
hell?
when you blink, you don't get any real response.
It's like, why the fuck is this guy winking at me?
I am like 4 feet tall. So the horse...
He wasn't even looking.
He stopped breathing on Duck. He's just like,
I'm just like, Milo, did you just wink at me?
Yeah, no, there's dust in my eye. Just...
all right. So the party walks over to the stables area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's the stables?
You see where all the cheese blocks are?
Yes, I do.
It's behind the bee. Yeah, you'll see all these cheese blocks and beehives.
Cheese and bees.
Yeah. So the stables are inside that building. Yeah. You walk over to a building which is a little bit louder than you had expected, because inside you see several horses all kind of like snoring asleep. A couple of them are actually standing up and sleeping, and they're all held by rope to the rear wall. Even in the dark, you can count. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other horses. 3 of them look like ponies, or 3 of them look like younger horses, like ponies, and 3 of them look like adults. So Benevol enters the remaining stall that doesn't have a horse in it and proceeds to just sort of stand there and fall asleep. The rest of you can see another area in the southwest corner that seems like that's where the humans would be sleeping to tend to the horses inside this barn, and you also see the wooden closet with some shelves. The door is open. You see some shelves with blankets and such on there.
All right, let's get to sleep.
I was already asleep.
Around.
All right, I'll take the first watch, I guess. The horse's breath will keep us warm.
Yeah. Are there any horseshoes around?
There's many horseshoes around, in fact.
Can I pocket like 2 horseshoes?
Are you doing it out in the open or surreptitiously, or how?
I will
Is there anyone in here but us? Oh,
do it sneakily.
Sneakily. Do you want to make a sleight of hand check, please, Duck?
Aw, shit.
What'd you get?
A natural
what?
one.
Plus 8?
A natural 1?
Put a 9. It was a 9.
Duck, when you pull these 2 horseshoes from a shelf nearby, the smallest pony in the stable starts trotting towards you, and could you make a nature check? The pony is kind of like gritting its teeth, so you can see it's smiling. You're not quite sure what it means, but it's smiling. You see a row of very nicely sort of perpendicular teeth in this horse's mouth.
18.
18. This horse is about 1 to 1.5 years old. It's probably female, and she's just kind of grinning at you.
Does it look like a natural horse smile? Like, is it the right number of teeth for this horse?
Could you make another animal handling check then, please?
Some weird ass Cheshire cat horse? Animal handling or nature?
This time it would be animal handling, because you're trying to discern the emotion.
A natural 1.
Yeah.
Oh God! You're gonna get
It's
fucked
gonna
up by
be
a horse.
a good day.
It might help to maybe communicate with this horse to find out its intent, but from where you're standing, you're not quite sure why it's smiling at you right now.
I'm just taking a little gander at what I've got. Oh, yep, nothing. So, I'm just gonna slowly back out.
This little pony starts walking toward you, Duck, and it's kind of nudging its head against wherever in your pack you stowed the horseshoes. It doesn't seem angry at you, but it is trying to like nudge wherever in your pack those horseshoes are.
Cool. Put the horseshoes back.
Okay. The horse actually backs away from you and proceeds to go back to sleep, it looks like.
These horses are weird. These horses don't horse.
Listen, I don't ask questions. I'll take first watch, everybody. Yeah, go to bed and.
Olena's on first watch. Anyone else doing another watch?
I'll do the second.
Second, okay.
I can do the third.
Tiefling, and then Milo fourth.
As long as you are within 30 feet of me while you're doing your watch, you can add +5 to your stealth and perception checks.
Ooh!
Interesting.
Is that a new thing from leveling up?
No,
Oh,
it's just it's not,
we haven't rested in a while, so.
what's the thing you can cast as a ritual spell when you rest?
Song of Rest?
No, the thing that hides you. It's a version of that.
Okay.
You just get a bonus to your stealth and perception. It's invisible, so you can see it, but light doesn't come out of it. So,
Oh, okay. Cool.
if we wanted to fire, we could do a fire, and no one would know. But
We're surrounded by horse breath, so I feel like it would
yeah,
Yeah, you're surrounded by straw and hay. It might
ignite.
want to be careful about that fire. Indoor fire.
It's like a sauna anyway.
Yeah, it's quite hot.
Stinky
Comfortably
ass.
hot.
It's actually my worst nightmare.
Lena, you're on the first watch. Could you make a perception check for me, please?
God, I'd love to. 9.
With a 9, you can hear.
9. 4 plus 5.
With a 9, you can hear what you think are human or humanoid footsteps coming from the direction of the servants' quarters, headed in your direction. And you can hear whispering going on, but you can't quite make out what they're saying. It would help to either get closer or try something different if you want to understand more of what's going on.
I'll tell Duck that I heard some voices. Have they been consistent, or have they gone away as the night has gone on?
I'm going to ask either of you, because it's going to be the switch over between the first watch and the second watch. I'll ask either of you to make a perception check, and I can answer that.
If your perception is anything higher than 0, is it lower than 0?
0.
Oh, mine is 2. Okay, great.
So does one of us roll or both?
You can both roll, because Elena's waking you up for the second watch.
Okay, that's better. 18 plus
10.
5 is 14. I mean, 24. No,
Oh.
23.
23.
A 15 and a 23.
So Elena, you are familiar with both voices. One of them is definitely Rick, who you spoke with earlier this night. You can also tell that whoever is speaking, they're both sort of clinking glasses, and you can hear like people drinking liquid from whatever glass receptacles they
Gulp, gulp,
can
gulp.
have. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like they're drinking. Probably Kive. I mean, keep an ear on it, I guess. What do you think, Duck?
Yeah, I think just keep an ear on it. And then if they're still out there, by the time like my watch is over, I might encourage them to leave. That way
Okay.
they don't risk the ire of a sleepy Milo waking up, hearing them partake. If they want to survive and see the morning.
But also, if they refuse, we just sick Milo on them.
This is true.
So Duck is going to pay attention to see if they're still talking or moving.
Yeah.
Right. In that case, Duck, could you make an additional perception check, please?
19.
19. Both these men have you hear footsteps of both men walking a little bit closer towards the barn where you're sleeping. But they're not inside the barn, but they're still definitely on the farm grounds. And you can make out some mumbling that they are talking about Kaif, and how a shipment from Kaif that was meant to go from Hazel Ward to the city of Rovnica was stopped by the Virlinian Vanguard. And you can hear one of the voices in particular express some concern that Olena is working as part of the Virlinian Vanguard.
Can I kind of sneak up into the rafters and look down to them?
Make a stealth check, please, Duck.
24.
I
Fucking
don't think-
owl.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like either of the two voices detect you, but now that you're up in the rafters, you can kind of peek outside one of the upper windows of this barn and see more clearly the two men that are standing outside. Once again, there's Rick with the red and white checkered neckerchief with the letter K on it. And standing next to him is a kind of like a very wide-looking guy with a wide face and grin, full mustache and beard. Wears an orange sort of ascot tied up like he's trying to be more upper class than he actually is. And his ascot is also printed with the letter K. You can hear this person in particular say, going to have to do something about the Vanguard.
How far are we from the house?
From which house? The Litso family house or
Yeah.
the servants' quarters?
The Litso, like the one where they said there was a ghost.
Oh, it's to the west of the farm. It's about 100 feet or so.
And is it like a dark night out? And do they sound messed up?
They both sound inebriated, if not high.
Can I kind of, scuttle to like the other side of the barn, but where I can still kind of see them, but like from around like a corner from where they are? And I'd like to cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
of a ghostly figure, just kind of like very misty and very, flowy, but kind of like, crazy hair.
Okay.
And I would like to use my bardic skills of performance
Mm-hmm.
to try to throw my voice and be like, "Ooh, who is out in my yard? Who is disturbing the peace of these horses? Be gone with you, or else you shall die."
That's lit.
So could you make a performance check with advantage? Because these two people already believe there to be a ghost, so you were adding fuel to the fire, Duck, by throwing your voice in this manner.
19.
The sort of wide-faced, bushy mustache person that you haven't met before kind of stands up, and even though it's dark, you can see that his hair is kind of like gotten all pointy, like it's standing on end, and he turns to his friend and says, "Ghost!" Drinks the rest of whatever was in his bottle and runs towards the servants' quarters, followed by Rick, who is looking around his shoulder as he's running away as fast as he can, also to turn to the servants' quarters.
Take that. And I will go back and finish my watch, but keep an eye out for them, and then give Aisling a heads up about it before I go back to sleep. But thinking that these are such a superstitious group and they're so out of their gourd that they probably will piss their pants and stay in bed for the rest of the night.
So it's coming up around 2 in the morning, so I would say now is probably around time for the third watch.
So Aisling, I just want to let you know that there's two Kaifers that were outside kind of discussing the potential of Elena being with the Virlinian Vanguard and the cause of the Kaif disruption in this area. But I think I scared them off, and they didn't realize it was me. So I think you should be okay, but just definitely something you want to keep your eye out or your ear out for during your watch.
So we're not telling them that she's part of the Vanguard?
No, I think they kind of already know, but I think they were going to try to do something while we were sleeping.
You think we could get a ransom for her?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll let her stay then.
I don't think she would go for that. I think she would kill everything. And I, for one, am afraid of her axe. I would like to keep my head on my avian body.
Okay, so
Okay.
Duck's gonna go to bed. Aisling, you're gonna take your watch. Do you want to tell us what you're doing during this watch?
No. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I'll just kind of walk the stables, make sure the horses aren't doing anything, listen for the people outside, peek out every now and then.
Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
14.
Milo, you can detect that one of the farmhands has shut the front door and has walked outside. You can hear the hinges slowly creaking as the door shuts, and you can hear some very light footsteps from somebody walking in your direction. They think they are doing it relatively silently, but you can definitely detect their presence. They're standing about 60 feet north of where you are, and they don't see or hear you.
Does it look like someone with a K neckerchief?
This looks like somebody that you met earlier today, somebody named Ozzy, who had was wearing all flannel, had a cap, and was chewing from some straw. He had blonde, lightly scruffy chin. So you have met this person before. It doesn't look like they see you or notice you.
He was fine, though, wasn't he? Was he one that went off after the horse after we accidentally set them free?
Yeah.
Which we definitely didn't mean to do.
Yeah. So he's walking towards the stables right now.
Does he look like he's walking with purpose?
It looks like he's trying to walk very silently and sneakily.
I will. How far away did you say he was?
He's now about 50 feet away, and he's taking another 10 feet, walking close to you. He still does not see you.
Okay. He needs to make a dexterity saving.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Yes.
16.
Damn it. No, stop that.
Is there anything happening?
No.
This man is going to walk all the way to the front door of the stables. He still doesn't see you.
He needs to make another dexterity saving throw.
19.
Great. We're giving up on this idea.
Aislinn, could you make a perception check?
14 again.
Aislinn, it looks like this person is fiddling with the lock on the front door of the stables.
I will.
This person is moving his arm pretty rapidly around different parts of the door, including the doorknob and hinges of the door.
Like he's confused, or
He's doing it with some purpose, but you're not sure what the purpose is.
but it's not at like a lock on the door.
It might be. If you rounded the corner and got a little much closer to this person, you would be able to tell for sure.
Wait, is he trying to get into our stables?
He's at the door of your stables right now.
The one where we're sleeping.
Correct.
Okay. Is there a window
Playing a trap.
out that front? Like a cracked board or anything?
Yes, there is. Would you like to walk up to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to try something else. Can he make a strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw. 8.
Great. I'm gonna use all of my knowledge that I gained from being the best drag queen in town to really deepen my voice, but also make it sound very scary, and say, "Get the hell away from my barn!" And a gust of wind is going to happen and start shaking the doors, and he's going to be pushed 5 feet away from the door.
You hear a light male shriek come from this person, and you can hear some light footsteps of this person walking away from the door.
Just for fun, I'll do it again just to shake the doors a little bit more.
The door continues to rattle. And Aislinn, you notice the sound of the smallest horse in the stable kind of roll over and stand up. This is the same horse that was grinning at Duck earlier when Duck took the horseshoes.
I will look at the horse, and I will just druidcraft to make the hay in that horse's stall just look like better hay. Or whatever horses eat. I don't know what horses eat.
Yeah, horses would eat hay, yeah.
I'm not from Ohio.
The horse turns around, kind of uses its forelegs to stomp on the hay and make it like a nicer bed for itself, and then it proceeds to lie down on the hay. It looks like it's going back to sleep.
I'll just whisper to myself, "That's what I thought, horse."
Kills you instantly.
It's coming around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, so this would be the time to wake up Milo for the last watch, if you like. Unless you'd like to do something else, Aislinn.
Oh, should I wake up? I will just go up to Milo and start whispering in his ear. "You just drank 16 bottles of Kaif, Milo, but it's your turn to take watch. Get up."
Milo wakes up like Aragorn in the Lord of the Rings. What? Hey, Aislinn.
Well, you're so high.
What?
apparently people are trying to break in. They want Elena dead. The horse that isn't a horse but is a horse, unhorsed and did unhorsed things. Okay.
I don't understand what you're saying at all.
I don't either. Something's weird. But
All right. Well,
if
I'll
you
take
just
the watch.
shake the door and pretend like you're a scary ghost, they tend to go away.
All right. Milo's just gonna go open the door to the barn.
When you walk to the front door to turn the doorknob, you see that the doorknob is stuck, and your hand has touched what seems to be some sort of honey or glue trap set there by somebody in the middle of the night. So your hand is all gross. It has like splinters and hay all over it, and your hand is slightly stuck to the doorknob. You need to make a strength check to remove your hand from the doorknob.
Milo rips the entire door off.
Can I see through the door at all? Like a crack through the door or anything?
You would be able to see through a crack outside. Yeah, you can see it's still dark out, but it's almost morning.
No, okay, I'll just rip this thing off the door. Let's see. Strength check.
Yep.
17.
That's plenty. You rip your hand out away from the doorknob and get a good look at all the sort of debris that is now stuck to your hand. There's a pretty nasty looking glue trap or set on this doorknob.
Gross. And then I will just keep walking out and set up a little bench outside by the doorway.
Milo, when you walk outside, you actually see there is some like glue on the ground also. I need you to make a dex save to avoid stepping on it.
20.
All right. Milo, you have you very carefully not walked on any place that glue has been left on the ground, and you have avoided getting stuck on whoever laid a trap in front of the barn door. Kind of odd, you think to yourself.
Yeah, Milo will just sit down by the door and look at the barn where all the ranch hands are staying.
Okay.
And just do his watch there.
Okay. Can you make a perception check, Milo, while you're doing that?
14 altogether.
14. You can hear the sounds of what you think are 3 or 4 men sleeping and snoring in the servants' quarters to the north. You can also hear inside the stables a couple of the younger horses are starting to rouse and waken.
Milo will just keep watching the stable hands house and let everyone else sleep. Hope that the horses don't mess with them.
Milo, one of the ponies with a kind of a gray coat, looking very like lean and athletic, looks over a year old, somewhere between 1 and 2 years old, kind of wakes up from its slumber, looks directly at you, looks around the rest of the barn, and kind of like shaking his head. The hay is falling off, and he's slowly standing up and walking toward you. He approaches you with a look of curiosity.
Say, oh, look out for the glue on the ground.
Yeah. The horse doesn't understand, but the
Look
horse
out.
does.
Look out
Does-
for your brother.
Yeah, I know.
The horse doesn't understand your instruction, but it does continue walking toward you, Milo. It's now within 10 feet of you, and it's looking like it's very tame, and it doesn't have any intent to harm you.
I'll just wave at it and keep looking at the barn. Or not the barn, the house with all the people in it.
Nothing else happens other than this horse is just kind of resting, not in its stall, but it's just sort of standing near you, Milo, as the sun is now up in the sky. It's somewhere around 7:30 in the morning, and the rest of your party is beginning to wake up from their slumber.
Do we get a long rest?
Yeah, so everyone gets a long rest.
Okay.
You just wake up like the crypt keeper.
Hay coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the horse that's standing by Milo that weird, creepy?
It's a
What-
different horse. So when you wake up, Duck, you see a different horse looking very tame, standing next to Milo. It looks like between a year and a half old. Very beautiful, sort of silver gray coat. Very sort of svelte and athletic looking. This particular horse.
What's the weird horse doing?
Currently standing and also kind of like looking around the barn right now. She is not walking toward or away from any of you.
No creepy smile.
Not presently.
Okay.
All right, should we head to the sea? How was everybody's watch? Any guys turn up again?
Yes. I was able
shit.
to hear from Rick and his partner in crime, and I think there's a desire to harm you potentially, Elena, as the cause of the mess to the Kaif trade in this area. I was able to get them to run off, but they were definitely talking about trying to do something dastardly.
So do you think in response, while they're still asleep, we should go and wake them up and kill them? Is that like the right... Like that feels sort of...
This seems sort of aggressive. That's going from like a 5 to like a 10, and we should probably
as I said it, I heard it, but doesn't mean I don't want to do it, but let's just go to the ocean and forget these guys.
Otto also came by last night.
Oh.
And he tried to break in. And so I scared him away because I told him that I was a ghost and that he needed to get out of my barn.
I pulled a ghost thing too. Oh, that's smart minds.
Did you shake the door?
Oh no, I made an operation and used my superior acting skills to make them perceive it as real.
Oh, I blew him down. Not the way I usually blow people down.
I was going to say you... Wait, I'm sorry. Pause for a moment.
Good old Aisling.
And then our horse friend looked at me funny.
The horse that's out there making googly eyes at Milo?
No, the one that you tried to steal from.
I don't... Yeah, what?
We all saw it.
It's at this point that it's gotten very loud inside the barn because all of the horses are now awake. They're neighing and sort of communicating with one another, talking to one another. You can see that Benevol is nudging several of the larger adult horses. He's kind of like nudging them with his head towards their heads and faces. And he's kind of like it's kind of looking like he's saying good morning or hi to all the horses inside the barn with an affectionate horse touch of his nose.
Did somebody have the ability to speak to animals? Is that how we were able to talk to Benevol, or are we just all...
I can talk to him.
Benevol's a super magical horse.
No, I'll talk to him. I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah, can you talk to the weird Cheshire cat one over there?
No.
That's staring at us right now.
Oh, the smiling one? Yeah. Hey, little guy, how are you?
Oh! The horse begins smiling and laughing at you, and she's like, "How do we understand each other?"
Yeah, magic, man. It's crazy. So, are you Benevol's kid?
Yeah, Benevol's my dad.
All right.
And the kind of brown-colored horse with a funny grin walks towards you, bows her head, and says, "My name is Snickers."
All right. Hey, Snickers. That adds up. Benevol. Benevol?
Yeah, Willie?
Is
Is that you? Just saying hi to the missus and the other missus.
Yeah, Milo. We met yesterday.
Yeah.
We rode you into battle.
Yeah, Willie. I remember yesterday.
Yeah, should we get you and your family out of here? Wasn't that part of the deal?
I mean, you got to break all of us out. I'm not leaving without my wives and children.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't understand this horse.
So, yeah, we can break him out, but he's not leaving without everyone. And it's like a whole polygamous group out here.
Yeah.
What?
with these horses. Oh yeah, he has got many mates. Like,
Good
I'll
for
just
him.
do to all.
I'm,
Willie,
Willie,
can you ask did all the his mates consensually agree to this, or were they forced into it by the horse patriarchy?
That's a really great question.
Hey,
horse patriarchy. Yes.
how do you what are they called?
Polygamy?
Do all your sister wives enjoy this, or?
Yeah.
I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, well, it's kind of normal here in this form. They hire one stud for all the mares.
Oh yeah, the mares. That's the word I was looking for. So yeah, I can get you all out of here. They don't seem like they're awake yet, so yeah, let's just get you all out of here.
So
Shall I introduce you to all the missuses?
Not right now.
Maybe when we're out of here. Hey, do you mind taking us to the beach in return? I feel like that'll be kind of a nice way to part ways.
Willie, you sure those farmhands aren't gonna try to stop you?
Yeah, I'll just go pay for you or something. I don't know.
But I'm the stud of the Litso family farm. I'm worth the most out of all of these.
Taki?
Can't hear him.
I know.
I don't really like him that much.
Is it just me or is Beneful like puffing out his chest right now?
Yeah, the energy's weird.
Through a series of hoof steps, I communicate to the rest of my.
Never say that again.
Yeah, if they come looking for you, I mean, I can't help you again, but we can at least let you out this one time. I feel like you are horses, so you can probably outrun these guys.
Willie, they're just gonna catch us again. I think you gotta find a way to get rid of them.
Get rid of them? I don't know about that, but all right, let me go see how much you cost, and then Milo will go knock on the door.
Milo, your friend Rick Otto is awake, smoking a cigarette and drinking from a half-empty vial of liquid. Looks like dark black liquid. Rick again
Can you tell us where you're going?
No, I just stepped and walked.
Milo. Okay.
I'm gonna try and buy the horses.
Okay.
If not, we're gonna have to,
What? No venomable?
Yeah, so Milo will tell everyone that he's going there. And then, hey Rick, how's it going?
Rick cocks his hat and says, "Morning, soldier. Morning, Vanguard."
Yeah. How much for the horses?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna buy them for you. How much?
All of them?
Yeah.
Rick does some mental arithmetic.
Seems hard for him. Sorry.
Hold on. Meaning Matt's doing some mental arithmetic right now.
Seems hard for him too. To be fair, Matt. To be fair.
I was not prepared to sell horses this episode, but that's okay. Maybe it'll happen.
I need you to come up with a full bartering system, an auction house.
Rick says, "Sir, for all of them, 1,890 gold."
I think your math's off because you're high on the kife, but should be 180 gold by my calculation.
Make a persuasion check, Milo.
1,880. It could work. It could work.
Natural one, but I get to re-roll those.
Thank God.
To it went from a 1 to a 23.
Nice.
Good sir. I may be high on cough right now, but
Ew.
I could only lower it to 1,802 gold. He's kind of laughing into the rest of the liquid in his bottle.
Are we over there with Milo?
Yeah. I
What do you
think we
think?
should stab him in the neck.
Say less.
I don't
No,
say that.
Milo won't kill this guy. Hey, Noah Bud,
But are we over there with them?
I'll tell you what, I'll give you 300 gold. I'll look just look away from all the kaifus and trying to kill us in the night, and we'll call it a day.
You know what? I can't be really being the one making the deals like this because I don't own the horses. It's really the Litso family. But I would bet a gold coin or two that if you were able to secure the house, you know what I mean, and make sure that when the Litzos come back, that there's no ghosts in there. He points over at the Litso Manor. I bet you the Litzos would do a really good deal with y'all.
Aisling will walk up and be like, I have a bet also. I bet that the Litzos would give it to us for free, and I'm going to give you a bottle of kaif because you're so great. And I'll just pull out a bottle of kaif and kind of like shake it at him.
He's kind of like scratching himself. He's definitely high on kaif in this moment. Could I have that?
We're going to take the horses, and I'm going to give you this kaif, and we're not going to burn you alive in the barn.
Oh, no. I'm really sorry. I am not in a position to bargain quite like that. I mean, I really want the kaif, but I would be in mad trouble if I sold these horses to you for a really low price.
I'm going to smash the kaif on the ground.
he like falls prostrate on the ground and tries to use his hand to gather whatever kaif he can get, and he's like licking his fingers or whatever kaif he can.
I'm gonna go let the horses free while they're doing all this.
I'll pull out another bottle of kaif and be like, do we want to try this again? This is clean kaif. That was actually just dirty kaif because you mixed it in the mud.
Oh no. I want to say yes, but I would get in mad trouble.
Mad trouble with who?
Well, the Litzos. These aren't my horses. These are the Litso family horses.
All right, here's what's going to happen, bud. We'll give you the bottle of kaif, 100 gold. You get out of here forever. You're set for life with that 100 gold. And we go our own way.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Milo. When you say 100 gold, his jaw drops a little bit, and you can see he's doing some mental calculation. Like, could I leave this life in Stormseye and start over again with 100 gold? Could I do that?
I rolled a natural 20.
A natural 20.
Total of 25.
He holds out his palm and says, "And you got any kaif, Vanguard?"
You're looking at it.
Literally just showing it to you.
Give me.
Did you ever play baseball? Because you better catch it. And not act like I'm going to throw it.
Okay.
But not let it go, kind of like you do the dog when they're stupid.
This person doesn't seem that bright.
Does he run in the direction I would have thrown it if I let it go? You're stupid.
And Milo, you give him money.
Yeah, I give him that.
Rick Otto leaves the Litso Family Creamery with all the money and kaif in hand.
Onward, horses! I have let them free.
Elena's been unloosening all the ties to all the horses inside. One by one, they're all like neighing, like with glee, and kind of following Elena single file to leave the barn. Like marching.
I like our title and everything for the horses. Like it's all above board, despite us giving this guy 100 gold.
Milo, how long does your speak with animals last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Willie's gonna say, Benevol is gonna say to you. By the way, we're gonna go to the Ketsk family house too, right? Oh, I'm sorry. What? Wrong accent. Benevol's gonna say.
Wait, I thought he talked like that.
Yeah.
Does he talk about? Maybe he does. You forgot. We gotta go to the Ketsk family house too, Willie.
We can't do that right now.
Why?
I can't hear him.
Oh, actually, wait.
Elena, does it look like that horse is trying to renegotiate the agreement right now?
It does, that bastard.
Willie, the problem is I can't let all these misses see the other misses I have at the Ketsk family house.
Oh my God, man!
My second missus, Hermione gets so mad she neighs in my ear all night long, Willie.
We are not freeing his other.
Yeah, we'll do that later. But for now, you're free to go, bud.
Benevol yells at all the horses behind him. Homer, Hasselhoof, Hermione, Naisley, Cadbury, Snickers, you're all free. You're all free. Go, run. I'll catch up.
Get
Get on out of here.
I'll find
Throw the
you.
rock at him.
I'll find you.
Yes, there he is, my tiny horse.
And at the end of this, your spell is about to end, and Benevol is kind of nuzzling you a little bit with his head, just kind of expressing gratitude for what you've done to his horse brood.
You're not going to go with him? I mean, I can meet up with you later.
But I can't leave without Chardonnay.
Oh, my spell ended. Sorry, can't talk to you anymore.
Yeah, that's the last you hear. That's the last you can understand. He looks a little sad. He looks like he can't go with them, Milo. He's stubbornly digging his horse heels into the ground a little bit.
I'm just out-strengthening a horse and pulling him. No, all right. Well, you can come with us. And I'll gesture for him to come with us.
Yeah, he stubbornly is shaking his head no.
All right. All right. Chardonnay's dead. I don't know if you can understand this, but Chardonnay.
Is it Cabernet that's dead?
I think it's Cabernet that said Chardonnay.
Oh, never mind.
As I'm like trying to help Milo by
Gaslighting
minor
him.
illusioning, just like a headless horse, just
What do you do?
Wrong horse. Wrong horse.
Sorry.
Wrong.
I like now the dead horse just pops up and just smiled.
All right. Well, one day we'll get her. You're technically my property now, so you're gonna come with me. I don't know.
As he's digging his heels, Milo, you can see that he's actually shedding a few tears that slowly form into a pool next to the glue around his hoof.
His brother.
All right. Well, this is pretty sad. Go on, get.
That was his original wife.
Looks at you, Milo. Looks at all his horses and fillies that have fled. Looks back at you and kind of shrugs his shoulders. You could tell that he has a very deep connection with Chardonnay. He doesn't want to leave without her.
I'd like you to explain to me how a horse shrugs its shoulders.
Yeah.
No,
He's
yeah,
just kind of like
do it.
it's kind of like dip like.
Kind of like,
No, I hate it.
All right. Yeah, we'll save her, and then we'll send her your way, bud. I promise you. But we're not strong enough to do that.
Yeah, we can't do that right now. We can't go over there, unfortunately. But it is on our list of things to do.
you can tell that he's trying to tell you something, and he's whinnying with a kind of a painful longing in the sound and quality of his voice.
All right. I'll cast another
Jesus Christ.
speak with animals.
So he's midway through a sentence when you cast the spell. So when you start to be able to understand him, he's saying, "She's a horse. Her mother's dead, and she's an orphan. So she's an orphan." I don't know if I can stay here without being reminded of what that did to her mother.
When did this become a horse telenovela?
Just leaning into horses today.
I'm am kind of pissed I spent a spell on this. Bye.
Willie, you got to be very careful when we rescue Chardonnay because she's allergic to knife. If you have even a lick of knife on you, she could get real sick.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
She's literally living in a place where they're making kites.
Anything else you need to know that you can tell us about her?
Yeah. Well, you know your friend in the party, your friend with the wings.
Yeah.
Your friend makes powders and drugs and stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just a little scared because my little Chardonnay is very susceptible.
All right, we'll not get your horse high, I promise. Or your daughter, or your lover. I'm not sure what.
She's a orphan. She's my dog. Cabernet
she's
is
not an
dead.
orphan if you're her father.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean
That's
to
true.
yell, but I'm pissed at this horse.
Cabernet
We gotta
is
go,
dead.
guys.
You know what the word for orphan and horse? Milo
I do,
asked.
actually.
All right.
It's I can't do a horse impression.
All right, to the south we go, huh?
Yeah, we want to hit the ocean, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
we'll
the ocean.
we'll come back for Chardonnay
Okay.
and
it
like,
looks like
I don't know, my family farm.
Yeah, can we just tell Beneville that we have a couple errands to run, but then we'll be heading that way, so you should just come along.
Oh yeah.
Beneville understands that you have a few errands to run and signals to Milo that he will stay and wait for you to finish your errands and then come back when hopefully you'll be able to rescue Chardonnay.
Damn, so no horse for the party, man, right?
Oh, all
Go
right.
ahead.
Bye.
I mean, we could go catch those other 5 that you just set free.
They're gone.
Yeah. All right. Bye, Beneville. We'll see you later. And we'll walk away, still cursing under his breath that he spent the spell to talk to Beneville twice.
Milo, I wanted to tell you though, I'm very proud of you for not killing Rick.
Rick? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm impressed because I wanted to.
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
that
it's
was the restraint you showed was very good, my friend.
Yeah, he's not a big player in the game. His death wouldn't mean much, so we can go on. Let's just go to the ocean and then go to this cave and kill this
Okay.
witch.
So,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run into the barn. I'm gonna steal 2 horseshoes.
okay. So Duck steals 2 horseshoes. You gingerly avoid all the glue. Want to give everybody 400 experience points for this first half of today's session. 400.
You mean 4,000? Okay. Thank you. There's still time to tip over a lantern, Elena.
I'm not going to burn their house down.
What about like some light flooding damage?
That is pretty common around here anyway because of sea level rise, so we don't really have to worry about that.
Onward
I'm
to
assuming
the
there's
end.
climate change in this world as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All the kite manufacturing is raising the CO2 levels.
Yeah, seriously, it's really bad.
The party leaves the Litso Creamery grounds to walk back towards the center of Stormseye City. It's a pretty beautiful fall morning. You can even see as you're walking towards the center of the city, there are seagulls kind of squawking and flying overhead the sort of port area to the very north, which is where the Malagashi Ocean is. So you see all the same buildings. Everything seems like it's a pretty normal day. For Elena, it's pretty quiet. Normally on a day like this, there would be more people walking around. So it's a little interesting that it's quite quiet. There is still a very long line of people waiting to talk to the mayor, Blake Deadly, and Duck notices somebody standing near the front door of the Hey La Vie hub, which is a little bit to the north. Somebody that can best be described as a sort of water-based creature with... It's better if I actually show you. It's sort of an aquatic creature wearing a too tight shirt so you can see its belly sticking out. It carries a large satchel around its shoulder, and Duck would know that inside that satchel is where objects that sort of clink and make loud noises when they jingle together is where this creature keeps its objects. This is somebody from Duck's past. The creature stands quite tall. They're about I think 10 feet tall, and I'm sorry, they're about 16 feet tall with sort of visible fish gills near the top of its head that are breathing in and out.
No one's reacting like this is out of the ordinary to this giant thing.
I'm gonna use my city sense and not make eye contact and keep walking towards the beach as if I can't see him.
I get stuck making dead eye contact.
Like,
I'm
Milo!
not used to the city.
Milo! Patrick! I mean, Milo! Come on!
Duck is going to pop, like, if, you know, almost like that weird, creepy cow. Not cow, horse. Horse, not cow. But, like, almost like a smile, but it's not really a smile because he can't necessarily smile. And he's go, Papa Glug! And kind of like run towards the creature and misty step up onto Glug's shoulder.
Okay. Does anybody else in the party react? How does everybody react?
You know when, like, your friend goes to greet their family, and you know your friend really well, but you've never met their family before, so you're just standing there like...
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what Elena's doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I think Aisling was kind of cut off mid. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any change sentence because I saw Elena not making eye contact. I'm like, well, someone's got to tell this person I don't have any change, and then just kind of look around. Are we following?
I don't know.
I guess let's go meet Duck's dad. We're gonna assume dad.
Oh, that's who he is. Yeah, let's do that.
I think there's family resemblance.
I agree. They look very similar.
Is that a compliment,
Because-
Duck?
Because all birds don't look the same.
Duck will probably take it that way.
Okay. Duck, as you land on the shoulder of this giant creature, who seems weirdly annoyed at your presence, you turn around and realize this creature is talking to another Kenku, a maroon feathered, beautiful Kenku, and your Duck, your patron is sort of like bending over with its long, sort of scaly hands pressed against one another, and it's bowing at this other Kenku, saying, "Thank you. You bring better trinkets than this other one. Good job, little one." And the other Kenku seems very pleased by this. She kind of like is smiling radiantly in your direction, and with a light step in her foot, she kind of starts trotting off back towards the main road, headed towards the swamps.
I need her to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. Okay. 6.
I just very quickly say trip, and she will trip.
This lovely looking maroon feathered Kenku then trips on the ground, spilling some of her coins that she was carrying, as well as a few trinkets from her most recent shopping trip, it looks like. She looks quite upset by this. She stands up, kind of dusts herself off, and picks up, slowly starts picking up all these objects off the ground.
And I'll just look at Glug like, how dare you, sir? I was just heading to the ocean to send you my next package. I have been collecting the nicest things, the most interesting things that you have ever seen. I knew what you were wanting. Did you not get my last package?
Glug looks at you and says, "Show me more trinkets!"
And I will proceed to pull out of my satchel, like, you all have seen kind of like Duck pilfering little things here or there, but there's quite like enormous amount of stuff that just kind of comes out, and I will hand over the horseshoes that I got. I will hand over the gems from under the Centaur Lady's mattress that I took. I'm going to hand over 3 silver necklaces and an onyx ring.
Wow.
And I'm going to hand over the book with golden ink that has diagrams with wings and duck faces and other animal bundles.
this creature is like breathing through its gills, and slowly, very slowly, as you are delivering all these objects to this creature, a wide smile appears on its face. At this point, the other Kenku has sort of trotted away, but Glug seems very pleased by this. He sort of bends over to pick up all the objects, and then with his other hand pets you on top of your head, and says, "Good job, good job, Doc. Better than I thought."
How could you ever question me, Glug? Have I ever let you down in all of my time? Actually, don't answer that. Have I? You should have known better.
When I'm disappointed, I turn to other sources.
What could anyone give you that would be better than the interesting things that I have sent you?
More colors, more noises, more ticky-tacky, jangly things.
I'm trying to think if I have anything that makes noise on me.
Hi, sir.
Oh, Glug, my friends. I haven't introduced you to them yet. You have to look down.
Ah, friends, short friends. Hello.
I'm actually. Wait, how tall is he?
16 feet.
This thing.
Oh, never mind.
And he kind of like floats.
Yeah. He corrects himself after he says short when he sees Elena's deadly magical axe across her back, as well as Milo's magical weapon across his back. And Glug then apologizes and says, "Oh, Doc, very good friends. Very, very adventurous. Very dangerous friends. Good job,
Yes.
Doc."
Yes. They are the best kind to have, and we have actually been inducted into a organization that was created just for this group, even. So we're not only out here adventuring, Glug, we are paving the way of doing brand new things that no one in the world has ever done before.
Glug is sort of clapping his hands and bouncing up and down, and he leans over to touch you on the top of your head. Duck, do you allow?
I'm like on his shoulder, so he would
So
just
he's
kind of
he's gonna
yeah.
pet you.
Yeah, like I misty stepped up onto it. So it's like 16-foot big green thing with 3-foot little white bird on his shoulder. My God, I'm a parrot.
Right now you are.
A moment of realization. Oh, shit.
I was just so
give you
excited to see
blessings.
him here.
I give you blessings this morning. It lasts whole day.
Awesome. Yes, I let him touch my head.
I'm just going to explain this to you, Doc. For the rest of the day, you no longer need a 20 for a critical hit. You can get a critical hit on a 19 or 20.
Is that for spells and melee attacks?
That is for both melee attacks and for spell attacks. This is the blessing of Glug.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I let me do better of introducing you. So, Milo, Elena, Aisling. This is my father, Glug. I'm honestly.
You're right, Aisling. You're right.
The fact that he's here right now is as a sign of respect, but also a sign that I probably should be doing better with my packages, but that's neither here nor there. He's a phenomenal person and really interesting and has many stories. But Glug, these are my friends, Aisling, Milo, and Elena.
Glug bows at all of you and says, "No matter, Doc. Name not important. More important, more trinkets. Your friend need blessing?"
Yes, they would love a blessing.
Glug sort of cracks its scaly fingers and prepares to hover a hand over everybody else's head. Who allows Glug to do this?
Oh my God, I promise, it is worth it. And it's not a drug.
Okay.
It's not a drug, so...
It's not a drug, true.
Oh. It's kind of boring if it's not a drug. Sure.
So Aisley, you also have now the blessing of Glug. So you can crit on 19. And that's for melee and spell attacks.
Yeah, I don't
begging your pardon, Glug, but I can't have your blessing. I appreciate the offer, though. But yeah, thank you.
Elena, any reaction?
Sure.
Duck, this huge creature leans over, gets really close to you. He's got humongous eyes now that he's up close to you, and it taps on your head, and also gives you the blessing of blood. So Elena also needs only a 19 now to crit.
Daddy Glug, Mr. Father, Padre.
Just
Glug.
Glug. Only Glug. Glug. Okay. Only say Glug.
Glug. You want something? I have something. I have a trinket that makes noise.
Ooh. Show me trinket.
I'll pull out a flute and just blow really hard into it and make the most like shrill flute noise that I can.
You want to make a performance check, please?
Sure. I'm not exhausted anymore. Yes, a 5.
Doesn't quite come out as you're not quite able to hold your breath or hold the note for quite that long. Glug does not seem impressed by this, but he also doesn't really say anything in response. He's just kind of like happy to see Duck on his shoulder.
I'll just like hyperventilate into the flute so it makes just a lot of noises. And then just hold it up. So see, it makes noise.
Glug grabs it out of your hands and puts it into his satchel.
Great. That's 1 less pound for me to carry.
So, Glug, what are you doing here? You don't normally come to the cities, and I can't believe it's just because you feel like you haven't been getting enough trinkets.
No, I'm drawn to the sea.
Well, obviously.
His aquatic sort of gills are kind of flapping back and forth when he says this.
We were actually about to head that way if you want to come with.
Little choppy today, little bit dangerous.
Hey, have you heard, are there any aggressive sea creatures near the shores of this area?
Yes. I heard bad news coming from Zadash. Somebody coming to get you. Somebody, some lizard folk. I think you stole their box or something.
It's not the first box I've stolen.
But if you bring me box, Duck, I bring you endless blessings. So I'm here in search of said box. I hear if you have the right password, it creates things. It conjures things.
That it does.
What you say? You go help me find box.
We know of the more than the one that we gave to Professor, right? There's another one at Elena's house, was it?
I don't know.
Probably.
I'm trying to
Milo divine senses creature.
Yes. Do you have to roll for that?
No, it just happens. As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. It's not behind cover.
Celestial. Okay, so I need to look up if this is a celestial. I'm not sure.
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, so
Don't
not a
think so.
celestial. Not
Alright.
evil.
Let me make sure I didn't lie to you about that, but I'm pretty sure that they're not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're considered primordial.
That's what I thought they were.
You're not getting the energy, Milo, of that your divine sense would normally pick up. Let's say that.
Okay.
All right.
They're elemental.
Elemental. Okay.
Yeah.
They speak primordial. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
But yeah, I can definitely look into that for you, Glug. I think there's one or two around town that we've heard of. So I will keep my eyes open for it.
Very well, Duck. I will be on my way. You know where to find me.
Yes, that I do. I will increase the rate of shiny, colorful, noisy.
Yes.
I
More
will
coins.
adjust my search.
More coins, more trinkets, more gems, more noises, more colors.
Oh, speaking of coins, Glug, do you recognize these by chance? I've been meaning to ask, but I didn't want to risk sending them and then get lost in transit. And I'll pull out those 6 coins that fell, like right on top of each other.
Glug lets out a huge sigh, and it has a expression of concern that falls over his face. It's like his whole body is kind of shaking when he sees this. He says, Duck, where do you get this?
They literally fell on my head.
Where?
Did we see this happen, or were you alone when this happened?
I think you were
During
with
the fight,
me.
I think.
I think I was
were
with you.
in the dash heading to the professor's
Yeah,
house.
they fell out of like thin air.
And just like landed on my head and then fell on the ground, all facing heads up on top of each
Right,
other.
it was weird.
Yep. It was weird.
I think that was the dash.
It was in Zadash inside the fighting pit. I think.
Oh, it was the fighting pit? I thought it was on the way to the professor's house.
Like happened in the middle of the fight.
Did it? Okay.
I think it happened. Yeah, I want to say.
Glad that y'all can remember. I have notes. I just can make no sense of them half the time.
Glug has a look of concern fall across his face and says, "Oh, Doc, I think someone's following you.
Do you know who?
Do you have
Or why?
Do you have any bad blood with the genie?"
Oh. I mean, I have bad blood with the genie, but I don't know if Duck personally would.
It's what I know if I do.
You would know if you did. But it sounds like
Uh.
Elena might have a story.
Not with the genie, but like with the what's his face?
Gilmore is.
Gilmore is a genie.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I probably have pissed off one. His name is Gilmore. But have I ever actually seen Gilmore? I think I've only ever heard of Gilmore since I've joined the group.
I don't think you've seen him because last we saw him was in Hazel Ward before he went to Zadash.
That's right. So Duck might be the only one in the group who hasn't seen Gilmore yet.
So would Duck know that Gilmore is a genie then? Have we ever discussed that he's a genie?
It's
Specifically.
probably
Milo.
come up.
Milo muttering about it in his sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we probably, yeah. I imagine we filled you in
Yeah.
about it, just not on record.
Duck, this genie very bad. This genie
Do you know
take
him?
trinkets to Rovnica. Very dangerous city.
Do you know who the genie is, Glug? Do you recognize his symbol?
Da, very bad symbol.
Can you help us?
I think this genie come from another plane of existence.
We knew that too, I think.
Yeah, brings major trouble to this province. Too much kife, too much drugs. Not very good for Glog.
So it would benefit you if we did something about this?
It would benefit you for sure. It looks like he's after you.
But you'll protect me, Glug. You always do.
I will protect you, and you will get me more trinkets. So yes, it will benefit me as well.
Is there any way for us to find out that you can think of, Glug, on weaknesses or different ways that we might be able to get to this genie?
I think you better be careful. Next time you see coins like this, it is a sign. Gilmore is near. Maybe Gilmore is watching. Maybe Gilmore was behind you.
I don't think he was there. Maybe he was.
Glug, is Gilmore a full genie?
Elena, make an insight check based on what you just shared.
7.
7 or 17? 7?
Just 7.
Elena is very curious about what the connection could be, but needs a little bit more information to connect the dots. Doc, I think you should be very careful.
Oh, yeah, oh, I'll always be careful. Plus, I have these friends around me, so.
Well, I'm going to the seaside, the other seaside. I'm going to the city of Rovnica. Maybe I see you in a few days. Give you another blessing. You give me more trinkets. It worked. It worked out.
That sounds like a plan.
We're
I'll
going to
have a
Rovnica.
plethora of things for you.
Why are you going to Rovnica?
To get the sword.
He
think.
he leans backwards, kind of scratches his belly, and his too tight shirt, too short shirt, sort of rides up a little bit. You can see like the veins, the vertical veins on his very large belly as he stretches backwards. He then leans back forward and says, "Oh, I hear there's better drag show in Rovnica compared to Hazelwood. Better trinkets as well."
Could be true. I mean, I liked the Hazelwood drag show. There were some really great performers. But yeah.
All drag shows are equal. They all have their place and are phenomenal in their own ways. Drag is subjective.
That sounds like Doug.
It's all about the show. It's not about just the appearance. You can have your pretty queens. You can have your funny queens. You can have your pretty funny queens. And you can have
Queens
me,
nonetheless.
queens. Your non-queen queens. Your king queens. Your queen kings.
I think
And your
there's
jokers and jacks.
I think there's bearded queens in Rovnica.
The elusive bearded queen.
Exactly. Very precious, very rare, very talented. How
You
you
sound
hide beard
smitten.
with makeup? I don't know.
Alright, I'm not gonna say anything.
Makeup
Okay.
remover wipes. Blood.
Vanguard, I
Makeup
give you all
remover
blessings.
wipes.
I gave you blessings. I go away. Goodbye, Doc. See you soon.
Good to see you, Glug.
See you soon, son. the thing kind of like flies away, floats away into the air.
That's your dad?
To an extent, it's the only dad I've ever known, really.
That's nice.
Adopted would probably be the best way to say it. But I mean, we do have our similarities. I mean, I'm sure you saw the rosiness to our cheeks. It's like we've been together for a long time.
And he forces you to send him trinkets?
No, not forces. Just he has a passion for the items from this plane. They're very unheard of. They're rare and scarce where he comes from, and in his role, the more rare the items that you have, and the more interesting that the items you have, the better your footing in the dynamics of their kind of political scape. So to help him as he helped me, I just make sure that he has a steady stream of them coming in. We've been a little bit distracted with everything going on, so it's been a little bit longer between my deliveries here recently. But that trollop who tried to one-up me will never be able to one-up me. I've been with Glug way too long. I know Glug way too well, and I just need to do a better job. But it's fully my option to do it, just wanting to help.
And what would happen if you weren't, like, if you stopped sending him trinkets?
But why would I stop?
No, but I'm just curious. Like, would he kill you?
No, I don't. No, it would probably be very mad.
Alright, I mean, as long as you're happy.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
And it's the most simple trinkets as well. I mean, in my last package, it was a lot of those oven mitts from what's her name's house, and like some loose leaf papers and some like shiny rocks, and so
Okay.
it's
Yeah. Trinkets in the lightest sense of the
Mhm.
form.
yeah.
Yeah, well then. Well, now that we know, we can help you look
Hmm.
for things.
I appreciate that. I probably should have been a little bit more upfront with it. Just some people get a little bit weird about, you know,
16-foot tall floating people.
I was gonna say more like my kleptomania, but that too.
Oh! Yeah. Well, I've had weirder friends.
No.
So the
It's at this moment
Sorry, so we have like the narcissist fairy that loves
Yeah.
drugs. We have probably anger management. Surprisingly, not from the barbarian. We have klepto bird.
yeah, and then we had like klepto thief, singer with a past. We don't really know her past. She ran away in the middle of the night. Remember when that happened? And then other thief, because Tammy loves a rogue. Yeah. So actually, I've been friends with a lot of
cleric.
thieves.
I think a cleric that acted very much like a rogue. So just
Oh right, okay, yeah. Tammy was a cleric.
So when Glug flies away, you can all hear this relatively loud music, even if it's only like 9:30 in the morning, playing from inside the Hey Lovey pub. It's a woman's voice, and you can hear this bardic voice sing. She had a lot on her mind, and she didn't pay attention. She was going way too fast. And that's all you hear. You hear some clapping and foot stomping coming from the inside of the pub.
Sounded like he was gonna keep going. Oh wow.
Well, if you open the door,
No. I mean, unless you guys want to go to a pub, but it feels like we're sort of on a.
We don't really have to go to the ocean anymore, unless you want to.
Oh, was that for the sake of getting
Yeah.
trinkets? Have you seen the ocean before?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
me feel better
sorry.
about it then. No, it's okay. I've been lied to many times. Let's go.
I'll be much more honest moving forward. I apologize for that. I just, like I said, I just didn't know. Some people get a little bit weirded out by it, and
Is it really kleptomania if you're like getting shells from the sea?
no, but I haven't taken anything from y'all, but I've probably taken something from every place we've been to, and just kind of like.
Well, no,
wow,
we've noticed. Yeah.
I need to work on that then.
Yeah. No, I've like chosen to ignore it a few times, but I have seen it happen. But then I'm still laughing back. All right.
Thank you for not making me feel bad about myself, because I thought I was being sneaky.
I'm sure there have been times I haven't seen, but like there have been times I have. Yeah.
Yeah, like that horse last night. That horse was.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was a creepy horse.
It was a creepy horse. Yeah, very Cheshire Catty.
Did you
Okay.
talk to that horse, Milo?
Oh yeah, Snickers. Yeah, it was laughing the whole time. It was weird. Hence the name, Snickers. So
2 oats short of a oat cake.
yeah.
Heyo. Should we go to Rovnica for the sword?
We have to go to Hazelwood first.
yeah. So
Okay, so
Milo-
Hazelwood
Milo-
to Rovnica to Stonica.
Milo is somehow remembering that the information from the Thieves Guild will be arriving in Hazelward tomorrow.
Whoa!
Oh, we gotta go.
So the party
Oh,
could
we have
decide.
horses.
The party could decide to stay in Stormseye tonight and get to Hazelward tomorrow, or you could get going on your way to Hazelward today. Up to
I
you.
think we should just get going on to Hazelwood, right?
Yeah, I'd like to get going.
I mean, we probably got up like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, let's head out on the
Yeah,
road
well-
again.
Towards Hazelwood then.
Is there any place I could buy armor here?
Yes, there would be a place you could buy armor here.
How much would mithril plate cost in this?
I'll have to look it up.
20,000 gold. All right, let's just keep going.
More than you got.
Armor D&D 5.
Price of mithril plate, according, is around 7,500 gold.
That's it.
Half plate or full plate, Mike?
Just a saucer would be fine.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
one
need the full
plate.
piece.
One pictorial plate. That's it. Yeah,
Never
quite,
mind.
It looks quite expensive according to internet.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, how much do you have, Milo?
I have a total of 2,804. Wait, I spent gold. Hold on. I spent 100 gold at that thing.
So you have 2,704.
700.
I can't get you there. I can get you to 4,000.
We don't need to get there.
I can get you to 6,000.
I'm not helping.
I'm not. No. Let's steal from this vault and see if there's anything cool in there first.
Oh, true. Actually, yeah.
Is there like an herbalism shop or any place that would sell maybe potions around here before we leave town?
Yes, there would be.
To maybe pick up some health potions.
Yeah. So it would be whatever is in the DM manual. I think it's what, 50? Or I guess it depends if it's a greater or what level?
What do they have available?
I would say that they have regular, greater, and superior available. So it's the places in the DM manual.
I'm used to this in the campaign. Sorry,
I'll just type it
have
in.
my choice of
paste it.
potions.
Oh, other potions?
No, I'm just sorry. In our other campaign, getting a healing potion is very difficult.
Oh, Stormseye, they have plenty of potions, and the reason why, according to the shopkeeper that you talked to, is because so many people are on Kaif. They are constantly getting themselves in harm's way and needing to keep themselves, some sort of emergency kit at home. So the healing potion business is very live in Stormseye.
Can I buy 4 graders and 4 regulars?
Sounds good.
I'll also buy 1 greater.
Well, I was going to give 1 to everyone.
Oh, nice.
I will not buy 1 greater.
That should be 600 gold, right?
I
I'll give
forgot
you 3.
Times 4 for each.
I'll give you 300 gold. I'll pitch in.
So I'll give everyone 1 greater and everyone 1 regular. Just in case, because we don't know what we're really going into.
No, that's
you
a
all
good
are
idea.
so cool about Glug and all of that, so... Do we know what we're getting into with the vault? Was this the one where there was like a witch, or am I confusing that with something else? So I remember we had conversations with someone, but they told us about these 2...
Yeah, the woman whose children we saved in the swamp, except for one of the kids who died.
Yeah, this is the Crypt of Burning Fingers, right? No.
So.
No, sorry.
We already did that one, I think.
The vault.
This is where the Oathbreaker's sword is.
Oh,
Since
okay. So we're not
so.
getting to the vault yet.
So the Oathbreaker sword is hidden very close to Stonitsa, which is where Milo's hometown is. And that's very far south in the province. In the city of Rovnica is a bank vault that the party seems to want to break into to disrupt the Kaif trade. And the party already knows that the main guard of this bank vault is a very evil person named Rhonda Santos.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was trying to keep it all straight.
When Aisling won the drag competition in Hazelward, Aisling was promised by Mayor Schlafty, who also is a drag queen, that they would find 2 different ways into the bank vault, one through the front door and one through the back door. But, it takes time for the Thieves Guild to get that information. So that information will be ready tomorrow.
In Hazelward.
In Hazelward.
Gotcha. I'm there
Which is
now.
why the party has some free time to
there.
decide if they want to do some other things.
And we left your parents in Hazelwood, right?
Whose parents?
Elena's.
Elena's parents were renting a home in the arts district of Zadash, but Milo had also told them, hey, if you want to go hang out with my parents and go to Stonitsa, you can do that also. So the parents were sort of weighing that decision.
Because I bought something, but I can't remember, was that in Hazelwood?
Was like that the thing that you made the Tinker make?
Yeah, the flower.
Yeah, that was in the arts district in Zadash.
Okay. Eventually, we need to go there.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna head towards the place with the sword.
You want to go to
The
Stony
tomb shared with, and this the tomb shared with someone.
Yes, the Tomb of Modric.
The tomb shared with someone is where sword is, guarded by someone who smokes.
And he's an Oathbreaker paladin, or was, and now he's dead. Or is he?
So, just to be
And
clear,
I have his mark because I can fight against vampires.
So just to be clear, if you wanted to go to Stonata, it would take a day and a half because it's the furthest south in the province, which means you would miss the information from the Thieves Guild, which you're allowed to do. So, but I'm just pointing out geographically, it would take that long.
So if we miss, so we can't like swing back up and get that information later. It's like a 1 day thing.
You'll find out. You can find out.
So if we were to go to Hazelwood to get the stuff from the Thieves Guild, what is closer to there?
Rovnica is directly east.
And then where would the vault be? Like not the vault, but the tomb.
That's Stonata, which is much further. It's the furthest south in the province.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Buenos Aires if this place was like South America. I believe the furthest south. It'd be the Florida.
And with that, was that sword going to
From
help
Florida?
us? Oh no, that sword would be beneficial against the hag. Gotcha.
The sword would be very beneficial against the hag. Correct. And maybe against vampires. Well, we'll have to see.
So what if we just went and, I mean, I know it's a little bit of, back and forth, but what if we went and met Thieves Guild to get that information, then headed on over, and then just took like the quick scenic route up to Rovnica? I feel like we need any sort of help that we can get.
Yeah.
Some powerful sword that could help us. Because obviously what we have currently is a little bit weak compared to what these, almost I would say like a boss battle might require.
Oh yeah, we were definitely underprepared for that hag.
Yeah, because I feel like now we're like starting to get like the heads of the family versus like the underbosses that we were originally fighting.
Side quest.
I'm going for side quest.
Fetch quest, baby, let's do it.
All right, so
Cue travel montage.
Hazelward getting the information, shaking hands, fist bump, fist bump, fist bump.
Aislinn comparing
Like
makeup
that.
tips.
So we're going to Hazelward.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So to get to Hazelward, you have to cross back through
No, the swamps.
the heinous swamps and past the hag's old house. Could I get you all to make a nature check? Actually,
Would there be any way to like take a ship down to Hazelwood to not? Okay, it's too
Hazelward is landlocked, so yeah, there's no way to take a water route.
But would there be a way to get around the swamp at least to get closer without having to go through the swamp?
If you went all the way east to Rovnica,
no,
you could avoid Hazelward. I mean, you could avoid the swamp. Yes.
that swamp just kicked our ass just from an exhaustion standpoint.
I rolled a 7.
Before we leave, knowing that we're gonna have to go back to that swamp, are there any potions that will help with dealing with exhaustion?
There are in video games.
There is in D&D, I just can't remember what it's called.
Have them in Octopath Traveler.
Deodorant.
A fan.
So, Duck, when you're making your dealings to buy all the potions of healing, they explain to you that there is a very rare potion called a potion of vitality that removes all effects of exhaustion.
You got one of those?
For the low price
Are those?
of $8,000.
Yes, we do, Duck, but they're very rare. We only have a few on hand. The going rate is 900 gold a piece.
No.
We'll take our chances.
That's the suggested retail price.
Except you can only see the top of my hat because I'm a short guy.
We'll take our chances.
You could just like put your mouth in your elbow and try not to breathe anything in the swamp.
Yeah, do you guys have any face masks and N95s?
that technology only exists in a big city like Zadash. Sorry, this is
Which-
Stormseye.
I do need to order some N95s while we're at it.
Yeah.
What are any clerics from Rent? Okay, let's just go.
We can always rest in Hazelwood.
That swamp air is just bad for my feathers.
So I heard Milo's 7 from earlier. I need you to make 2 checks. One con a con save and then a nature check, and then tell me the results of both.
Everyone gets +2 to the con save, not the check.
Okay, nature check 11, con save 19.
Con save. You said it's +2,
Yeah,
so 15 for Duck for the con save.
I failed. I got a 9.
But is Milo immune to exhaustion effects, or Milo will still get hit?
Disadvantage against poison.
Okay, so Milo, yeah. So sorry, Milo, you're gonna take 1 level of exhaustion when you walk back into the swamp area.
I live exhaustion.
And immune to disease, right, as a paladin?
Yeah, disease.
Aisling, what'd you get for the con?
My nature was 15. My con was 17.
Aisling, as the party nears the area of the swamp where you recall the hag residing, you can hear some interesting voices. And the voices are saying, Kutu nerede, Dinadan, Kutu nerede. You make an intelligence check, please, Aisling?
Yes.
Not bad. Just -1.
17.
17. So this is not a language that you understand, but you think somebody who has studied some sort of draconic or lizard language would understand it. You might want to ask your party if anybody knows something.
From what I remember, nobody does, so I'll just keep going.
I know draconic, you bitch!
Yeah, I don't do anything.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna say anything.
It checks out.
Elena,
I haven't been able to understand it any time we've done it, so...
Elena, do you hear that? Do you know what that means?
Guidance.
I think
Elena,
they're
make an
saying-
intelligence check, please.
Something about coffee.
You ask if it's draconic or lizard folk?
Because I think Milo would just draw a sword because he knows it.
Okay.
22.
So, Elena, you understand enough of the language to understand the placement of the nouns and the verbs. So you think there are several creatures south of where you're standing that are asking or talking about where is the box.
Right here, bitch.
What's in the box?
I'll relay that to the party. I'm going to assume it's those lizard folk who we stole the box from, but we don't even have the box, so... Should we...
But
Aisling,
why would they be asking where's the box if they already know that we have the box?
We
Aisling,
don't have the box.
that 17 you got earlier told you that there are probably 3 or 4 creatures about 50 to 60 feet south of you, and you can't quite see them presently. So either they're hiding or something is going on because or they're camouflaged. You can't see them, but you can hear footsteps and this mumbling going on between some creatures.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Duck really probably should have a negative in intelligence instead of wisdom. No, they're probably... Were they asked, like, where's the box on us? Like, asking where we have the box?
Oh, I don't know. Does it imply that they see us? Or does it sound like they're just like, I wonder where that box is?
Elena, make an insight check. That's a great question.
I just X'd out of her character sheet. Sorry, one sec. Elena.
Did we leave anyone alive in that fighting pit?
5. I
5.
can't
think so.
remember. Oh no, we took them to the police,
I think you took them to the police.
which really was a shit idea because ACAB. But
Hey, cab.
We should have called him a cab. What?
Cab.
Elena, you get a very creepy feeling that you were definitely being watched by
All
multiple creatures to the south of you. But
Everybody,
you also can't see them.
so I can't see them, but they can definitely see us. So prepare yourselves.
And you told us that they're looking for the box.
Yeah, which we don't have on us, so we should probably just kill them and get on with it.
I got your box right here. Milos shouts at him and hides behind the tree.
Okay, let me move this map.
Home Alone style. I'm over here.
Let me get my babble music going.
What do you listen to for battle music?
Generally just some random Spotify playlist that I find, or a YouTube.
Milo, when you announce yourself, you can see and hear about 50 to 60 feet southwest from you is a lizard folk person, and they're kind of pointing their sword in the air and with their elbow at a right angle to their body, and they're slicing through the air as if to make a motion that they're ready to slice your throat.
I think they're waving hello.
I just point my blade at them. Wait for them to start charging.
They start charging. Can everybody please roll for initiative?
Did a 15 pass the con save?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
So the 15, the 19, the 17, and so Milo's the only one with exhaustion.
But he'll always wake up for a fight. Is that two? Oh,
2 18s.
two 20s.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Sorry, I gotta move your characters for a moment just to be able to add turn on everyone.
I'm getting an ad for chocolate instead of battle music, so that's great. Oh! It's an ad for Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
That's not chocolate.
Also chocolate.
Are they remaking that again?
Disney Plus is making a series
Ah.
with like characters that are the actual age of the. It looks really good.
All right, so Aisling got a 17.
Ah, yes.
20 for Elena. Wow. Doc got a
I
7.
have to reread that.
and a 10.
Oh, and I want to reread Redwall.
I need a good book.
I recommend Redwall.
What kind of books do you Patrick,
Which one? There's so many red balls.
I know there are. Yeah,
The
what
party
kind of books do
enter-
you read? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, it was a fully unrelated question.
The party enters the clearing near where the hag, Lynn Crackleskin, lives, and you can see directly to your right are the tombstones laid out with rhyming epitaphs for the 4 members of the Virlinian Vanguard. They do not look disturbed since the last time you have been here. However, you do notice about 60 feet to the south multiple lizard folk creatures, all carrying swords, and it looks like they're ready to fight. Elena, you are first to act.
I'd like to rage.
Rages are so calm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45, baby. I cannot move my character. Oh, I can! It's just really fucking slow. Okay.
There we go.
And I would like to attack him.
Higher. The creature says to you.
23 to hit and an 18 to hit.
They both hit.
12 damage for the first, 11 damage for the second.
What?
Oh wait, plus 2 for rage. So 14 damage for the first, 13 damage for the second.
14 for the first. Oh my goodness. In your bloodlust rage, you slice a huge gash into this creature's arm, such that it temporarily loses a grip of its sword as this blood spurts out onto the swampy grass below. It's very hurt, and it shouts back at you.
Cool.
At the end of your turn, 'cause your bonus was the rage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next to act is Aisling. Aisling, you're about 60 feet away from the action. What would you like to do?
What about your lightning damage?
I raged, so it doesn't happen as I rage. When you start your rage, I start my rage before I moved, technically. So
You shocked me instead. What the fuck?
no, I don't do it. It's creatures of my choice. So the ground does rumble below you, but that's about it.
Aisling?
I need the three of them to make wisdom saves.
Wisdom saves. Okay.
Yes.
All three of them.
Yes.
A 7, 21, and a 22.
Okay. You can pick which one failed.
It's the one closest to Elena.
Oh, sad day.
Uh-oh.
I pull out. Let's say I pulled out a little spray bottle, like a little mister, and I just mist into the air, and then I blow real hard at them, and it hits this one straight in the face, and now he's very confused.
Confused? Uh-huh.
Yeah. So can't take reactions, and at the start of its turn, it needs to roll a d10.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes.
And then I see there's a table based on that D10, huh?
Yes. And then at the end of each of its turns, it can make a wisdom save again to see if it resists.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I'll just stay where I am.
All right, so it's the creature who is confused, standing right next to Elena, is going to go next. So I'm going to roll a d10. It cannot move or take actions the rest of its turn. Wonderful.
Oh, I hate that.
But at the end of its turn, it can make another wisdom save. So let's see.
Yeah.
21.
Oh, darn. Well, lasted for one turn.
Well, Elena did get hit. Surprisingly, Elena, you sliced into it. It does not react at all. It's standing there looking very confused.
Thanks, Aisling!
You're welcome. Jokes are good.
Milo, you're up next.
Milo's just gonna sprint. 25, and then dash. And that's his turn.
Okay.
Still pointing his sword.
Still pointing his sword. Milo, one of the creatures that is diagonal from you is going to run away and run south. There's 30 feet of movement. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4. Get here. It's then going to point what looks to be some sort of metal symbol in your direction. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
24.
Okay, it's you save. The thing is sort of cursing its luck, and it looks up at you, blinks its eyes, sort of can't believe that you're still standing there, and that's the end of its turn. Wow. Doc, you're next to act.
Okay. Over here. I'm going to say something very witty. Shit, too far away. God damn it. That's what I say. Something very witty. Shit, god damn it.
Wonderful.
I'm just gonna hex this one down here.
The one far away. Okay. What is
Yeah.
does it need to make a save?
Nope.
No save. Ah.
It's just extra damage.
It curses at you.
And he'll have disadvantage on strength checks.
Hex is disadvantage on.
Not saving throws, it's just checks.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at him. Is a 13 hit?
It does not hit.
Damn it! There's such good damage too.
It singes the trees behind it.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot another one at him.
Okay.
Is a 14 hit?
14 misses. You're burning up the trees behind it. See some light flames kind of flicker out into the dewy ground, but you miss.
Okay. Oh, that's my turn, y'all.
Right. Milo, the creature that is standing right next to you, south of you, is waving its arm around in a circular pattern, and it's staring at you, and it sort of flicks all of its fingers at you, and at the same time it says "Ruler Benikuro soon." I need you, Milo, and Olena, and Duck to make a wisdom save.
You get +2, Elena.
I don't, because I'm not within 10 feet, right?
Right.
Damn it!
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Wow, damn.
Oh,
25.
God, dang. 4?
25. Wow.
Yeah, wisdom and charisma are my strong suits, believe it or not. I never heard Milo.
I got a 4.
4?
5.
5. Okay, on a save. Okay, so Olena and all three of you see these weird glowing creatures shaped like lizards make a faint like pinkish red circle in the air. It's like these sort of like devilish looking figures that start circling this lizard person directly south of you, Milo. As these creatures start to spin around, Olena and Duck, you're gonna both take some radiant damage. Oh, by the way, are you both good or neutral? Your alignment?
Yes.
Okay. That does matter. I'm gonna roll 3d.
This is when we find out that Elena is actually chaotic evil.
That'd be, yeah.
So that's 9 damage to Olena and Duck. Radiant damage. Milo, you're gonna take 4 points for a save. 4 points of radiant damage.
I am immune to radiant, so
Good to know.
I'm not immune to radiant.
I think.
Oh, good to know.
That's 9 total damage. Is that
I
what?
think you take
9
half.
to
Hold on. let me
Olena
double
and Duck,
check.
yes.
And that's radiant damage. Okay.
Radiant
Thank you.
damage.
Hold on. Yeah, so you get resistance, so you get half that. Olena only.
Oh, so Olena would take 4.
And I take 2.
Take 2
And I passed my con save for my concentration check.
for the concentration yet? Okay.
Yeah, because I saved, I would have taken 4, right? And if I have resistance, then I take 2.
Take 2.
Because I take half of 4, right?
Oh my goodness. This thing is cursing its luck at these wonderful warriors. That is the end of round 1.
And then you give resistance to radiant to people within 10 feet of you?
It's all magic to people within 10 feet of me.
Oh wow, that's awesome. What kind of paladin are you?
Oath of Ancients.
Nice.
Olena, directly south of you is a bleeding lizard person that you have. You were the one responsible for hurting it earlier. What would you like to do now? It's your turn.
I'd like to hit it again, but I said I missed with a natural one.
Okay.
Another one? No, that's okay. That's a 14 to hit.
A 14 will miss.
Oh. Okay, well, it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. A total is 10. Mm-mm.
Okay, so it takes 2 points of lightning damage.
Ah!
That's my turn.
Okay, Aisling, you're up next. See these weird pink creatures dancing in a circle around the one directly south of Milo, but your friends seem to be pretty healthy so far.
After traveling with my new friends for so long, do I have an idea of who tends to be the most dexterous between Elena and Milo?
I have 10, +0 to my dex. So
I'm a little bit more dexterous, you would have seen.
Great.
Stiff as a board. I turn around with my full body because my neck doesn't.
But also light as a feather.
They're ants.
So I'm going to. Oh shit! It doesn't matter, because there's movement. I'm gonna aim at the one in front of Milo.
Okay.
So I have to make a ranged spell attack. Oh, that's a natural 20 for a 19.
No.
Oh no. This is a lot of dice, possibly.
Uh-oh.
What do we do? Double the number, or
It's critical, so you
roll
double
it
the
times 2?
Yeah, times 2.
Okay. So that is okay. So it takes 8 times 2 is 16 piercing damage. And then both lizard people and Milo need to make dex saves.
Uh-oh. Milo somehow getting caught in the crossfire.
You
said
asked
dex
for some
save?
more dexterous, and then you blaspheme.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck.
A 5 and a 9, Aisling.
That's a fail.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 14, so I think I also fell right.
You did.
Milo doesn't extend his resistance to these two.
No.
So that's 19 times 2, right?
What kind of damage? You said
Cold.
radiant or piercing?
Cold. The
So I
first
think-
16 was piercing just to the one.
Okay.
Everyone else takes 19 times 2 cold damage.
38,
So I take 19 damage. Okay.
including Milo?
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but not Elena.
Ice Knife is an
Half because of
AoE.
his resistance.
Yeah.
Ice Knife is an AoE damage.
If I had done it to the other one, both of them would have had to have taken it, so sorry.
So
Yes,
this is
Milo.
the other-
Oh, not the wrong one.
Aisling, as you sling this magic across the swampy plain, you see both these two creatures standing next to Elena and Milo crystallize into ice and fall apart into a pile of shards at their feet. They're both dead.
Hell yeah.
Oops. Sorry.
Reminds me of the Florida winters.
I've never heard of Florida. Have you ever been to
Florida
Ohio?
Do you think Rondo would like this?
They probably love it.
Okay. That's my turn.
That's crazy.
Great. So this one is down. Milo, you actually get to act next. You're surrounded by a pile of icy lizard parts.
That's what they called my middle school.
I'm gonna.
That one wasn't as good.
No, I know, but I had it. Like it comes out of me naturally, you know.
Oh, Milo's gonna run forward.
That's what they called me in high school.
I'm gonna use my Pearl of Power to Misty Step. We'll give it a little.
Okay.
And then I pop up, and then I'll take the rest of my movement and swing away at this guy.
Whoa. Do it. Okay.
18.
18 will hit.
Okay, I'll just roll it.
And this is currently hexed, I think, by ducks, so something.
Yeah,
11 points of damage.
I doubt he's gonna do like a strength check on it.
Okay. 11 points of damage. So, yeah, what's your weapon again? It's a sword, right, Milo?
Yeah, it's a good sword.
You slice into its left leg and break apart the pattern of hexagon-like scales that form sort of like a natural armor around its body, and you slice right into it and it starts spurting out this lizard blood all over the ground below you. It's gross.
Milo will say, gross, and swing again.
Swing again! Okay.
16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Alright, let's do this again, because that was easy. Oh, damn, another 11.
You slice your sword again in the same position, causing its leg to really tear as blood continues to spurt onto the ground below. It's looking much closer to death than a moment ago. I think that's the end of your turn.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's now this creature's turn. It sees that its two friends are down. It's gonna look behind you It's gonna look at you very angrily, Milo, but also it sees the piles of ice at Elena's feet, and it's gonna look straight ahead at Elena and wave its metal symbol that's around its neck. Elena, I need you to make a charisma save.
Random. My worst save. 11.
11 fails.
That's not surprising.
In the blink of an eye, the entire party sees that Elena has gone invisible, and you do not see her any longer on the field. Elena, you have been transported to another plane of existence where you are sitting in a room, a very small room, about 8 feet by 8 feet, and there are different colored polka dots all over the wall around you. In fact, when you look down at your clothing and your weapons, everything has polka dots. There's a small circular mirror on the ceiling directly above you, and when you look up, you see that your entire body is covered in different colored polka dots. Where are you?
Somebody get me some lima beans. Okay, I don't know where I am.
And your party members don't know either.
Cool.
That's the end of this creature's turn. Doc, you're next to act.
I will Eldritch Blast it again.
Okay?
I will hit this time. Ah! I crit it! I crit because it's a 19.
Nice.
That hits. That crits, actually. Yes.
And I know you just told Cody this, but I'm forgetting to double the dice.
Double the dice.
Damage.
Oh, the blessing of Glug is coming in handy.
Wait. Is it double dice or double damage?
Double the damage.
damage.
Sorry, double the damage.
Okay.
Yes. To be clear.
So that will be 20 damage
20 damage. Uh-huh.
plus another 2 damage.
Okay. This thing scowls as this magic energy slams into its chest, and it yells back at you. Rulan beni kurusun, kurusun.
That's okay. That's okay. I have another one.
Oh, higher. It waves
It was almost another 19.
19 hits.
It missed. That's it. That was my turn.
Oh, that's your turn. Oh, I thought you said 19.
Oh no, it was. It was on the 19, and then it went over to the 3.
Okay. We're actually back to the top of the next round, which means Elena, you are
you have
stuck
to,
in
like,
this
make
polka dot room.
On save.
Um,
Was he concentrating on a spell or anything?
Let me see. I think he was.
It's banishment.
Yeah, it's banishment. He was concentrating, so he has to make a save. What's the modifier for that?
On.
It's a con save, yeah.
Con save.
And then it's half the damage, minimum of 10.
So the total is 9, so I think he fails.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Ah!
Elena reappears. Yeah,
Elena, what did you see?
Polka dots! Polka dots everywhere!
Oh my god, your pants clashed so bad.
Ah, it was awful!
So funny.
Each checker had a polka dot pattern inside of it.
A fashion crime, and I'm already wearing a fashion crime.
All right. So Elena's gonna run up to this guy. Elena, he looks almost dead, by the way.
Great! That's so wonderful for me. 14 to hit,
You miss, and
and the
it shouts
25 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Yeah. 6 points of slashing damage.
Elena, tell us how you give this creature its death blow.
I just chop his head off. I mean, that's cold! Chop.
You slice this creature's head off. It falls limply to the ground below in the puddle of blood from Milo's slashes from earlier, and all is quiet for the moment. As you sort of get your bearings and start breathing normally again, you notice some sounds coming from the swamp area to the south.
Hear what those sounds are?
Yeah, make a perception check, please.
Oh, great.
can I assist Elena in making this
You
the
can.
perception check?
Is your
With-
perception worse than my perception?
We both have 0.
All right.
But I'll give her guidance and say, oh, I think there's sounds out there. Elena, listen in that direction. Can she have advantage?
Go for it.
You also gave me guidance?
Yes.
14.
So, Elena, you hear what you think might be some sort of acrobatics performance. You're not really sure that would be a very weird thing.
I would not know what an acrobatics performance sounds like. Emily Farmer herself. Tell me the sounds.
It sounds like you're hearing claps and cheers and people like grunting and climbing on
So
objects.
cheerleaders.
Or 10.
Something like this, yeah.
Or live sex, it sounds like.
Or both?
One way to find out.
Because they like trapeze, so you hear like ankles slapping into palms. Nope, still sex. Like,
Like, I don't know if we want to go over there.
But they would be on the road back south to Hazelwood, so you can decide whether you'd like to continue on this path or find a different path.
lizard people have anything interesting on them, or useful or helpful to our story?
They all carry swords, sort of like lizard-made swords that would be worth, they're not totally inexpensive, so they would be worth to hold on to sell.
And you said one had this like a symbol on him.
All three of them have symbols attached to a leather, I guess, sort of strap around their necks. It looks to be, if you want to make a religion check, Duck, you can.
I will guide myself. Ah, yes, that guidance is gonna do shit. Oh, 10.
10's enough. You recognize the symbol because it was a very similar symbol on one of the ornate books you had found inside the hag's residence. This is a symbol to a god of thunder named Tharizdun.
I will grab those and the swords.
Okay.
Tharizdun?
Tharizdun.
Tharis?
Tharizdun.
With a TH.
So these lizard folk have the same symbol that we found in the hag's house to Tharizdun. So, did we already know that they were working together directly?
Make an insight check, Doc.
Ah, yes, a 7.
Yeah, you would need to discover some more clues that would tell you whether they were working together or not. Maybe you'll find them somewhere along the way. It's at this point that Elena notices that the cheerleading noises have drifted further south. You've kind of waited long enough, and so the noises are no longer as loud as they were a moment ago.
Okay, they're moving while having sex further south.
Maybe they're on like a tensor's floating disc.
I hope not.
Elena would recall that going back south, it would take you through some green land where you had once rested by a campfire. There were some like sort of cheese rinds spread all over the place, and then south of that was an area where you had to walk on wooden floorways over some swampy river below.
Remind me, the the people that we found in here, we rescued her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they want something from us?
They don't like Gilmore either. I think.
Yeah, but they were kind of weird about it.
Yeah. But I thought we were going to try and do something to try and get them on board with like helping us. I've got it. So encourage us to be careful of who we work with.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, that if we wanted to work with them, to look for their symbol, because they're all about protecting the land.
Would we have time to go to this place and then Hazelwood, or would we have to get to Hazelwood first? If we're going to meet with these people to get the info about the vault.
So you would know that they live somewhere southwest of here in the forest woodlands to the west of the Heinous Swamps.
They took us there, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you crossed into that border.
Like, would we have? I think what was asking is, would we have time to go there on our way to Hazelwood to still get there in time?
You could go there, come back to the swamp, and then take the swamp back south to Hazelwood. It would be doable in the same day, if that's what you're asking.
To invest in a subway system or something.
Yeah. Would it be worth to like stop by there to let them know? Well, I guess we didn't really make a lot of headway up in where we just were, did we?
We can tell them what we saw, I guess, like what we.
Yeah, you can do that.
Doesn't hurt, you know.
Right.
Try
Might as
and
well stay in their
get
good
some
side.
friends, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we could use some. All right. It's up to you, I
Who
guess.
had the
I'm-
best relationship with them?
He helped cure my curse, so.
Probably
But
the
I
dog.
think I.
Yeah, and then I think Elena decided to just give up the cursed axe.
Yeah, I gave it to her. I was like, "Do you want this?" And she was like, "Oh, sure." So,
Maybe, Elena, do you want to kind of lead the conversation with them?
what do we want to tell them?
And maybe just, did we learn anything new when we were up there? Like, we know they're kind of like hunkered down into the two farms.
We learned that there's a lot of kite trade going on that we didn't know about before, and that the mayor has a part in it.
We learned that the hag is pretty much taking up residence at the Oksana family farm.
Right, and that there is something in that house as well that might not be related to the hag, might be related to the hag.
And if I remember, like, the mayor is unintentionally helping them, thinking she's doing good.
And didn't we learn that Ron DeSantis was a little power hungry? He wanted
Yeah.
to grab some power for himself.
Yeah,
That's helpful.
Which is not surprising for somebody named Ron DeSantis.
yeah. Yeah, but Mayor of Stormseye truly thinks they're helping and are not part of the Nefarious group. Nefarious. I don't know why I just said Nefarious.
I don't know, but I liked it.
Oh, yes.
It was
Or
exciting.
like Nefardius.
Oh!
Amazing.
I found a letter from Lasagna Del Rey to Rhonda Santos regarding being together and keeping Kingdom of Kaif to themselves.
That's some juicy gossip.
Could be.
Okay, so I'm not writing any of that down right now because I don't have the bandwidth to do that. We're gonna say that thing. This is for Matt mostly. We're gonna say exactly that to this lady when we go see her. Okay?
I would say that's probably two of the big things. Is like the mayor is
Nefarious,
unintentionally
yeah.
helping them, but is not doing it purposefully. So they're not a bad person. They're just stupid. The hag is pretty much taking up residence there, and so, but still travels frequently, but is there more often than not, I believe. And
wants
I think
power.
there's definitely cracks in the
Rhonda cried
foundation of the Kaif syndicate because there's a power grab just waiting to happen. Because I just imagine that, like, Lasagna Del Rey is probably that lady who's just like, oh my god, you don't need these people. You're so strong in yourself, because she just wants more money.
Yeah.
Just petting that ego.
Okay. So we did learn things.
Yeah.
Could you make an investigation check, Duck?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I know I'm investigating?
Because you're saying things out loud, trying to put clues together in a way that makes some logical sense to you.
Okay. Then I
And
won't.
we're talking about it so we could give them advantage. Great.
Yeah. Why not? I'll give you.
Yeah, we're
investigation
working
with
through it
advantage.
together.
Yeah,
And I was
especially
gonna-
Elena is helping you.
And I
Yeah.
wouldn't,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
for
gonna
sure.
use- I'm not going to use guidance because it's not like a purposeful action. It's just our conversation. So no guidance.
Okay. That's good roleplay.
Oh!
Guidance.
A 1 and
Wow.
a 3.
A 1 and a 3. No.
Jesus.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Well,
I guess we'll
So
never
bad.
know.
it sounds like
The-
you're going to have
every
to cross.
single time we try and put clues together, we roll so poorly.
Well, we don't have really a big investigative group, I don't think.
No.
Yours is the highest with a +2, isn't it?
I have a +1.
I have a +1.
I have a +2.
Sounds
I have a
these
negative
questions, might be better answered in conversation in the Elven Kingdom, which we will cross into next session. It sounds like.
Woohoo!
And we got 3,300-ish XP from killing all this.
So those, honestly, the challenge system I think is really
3,926 to be exact.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's what I thought it was.
These things had a lot of. Yeah, let me add this up.
Oh, I thought it was at least 8,000.
Wow.
Level 8 before Thanksgiving. Level 8 before
All right,
Thanksgiving.
so I'm gonna give everybody
Level 7.
3,000.
Yay!
3,125 XP.
Wow!
You said 3,125.
What happened? Hey! Congratulations.
3,125.
So close, yet so far.
You made, because those things were 3,800 each according to the DM manual. And I'm like, you killed them in like 3 rounds.
Yeah, we're crazy good.
Can you just like bring one more out? There was actually a 4th one hidden in the bushes that we'll just kill real quick.
Impaler gives me a pat on the head for 200 experience for not taking another patron's boon.
Cannot confirm or deny if there are any more lizard folk like this in anywhere near you.
What do I want? Do I want the feat? Do I want the ability score? Oh my god.
Shut up over
So
there.
many
Just
choices.
shut up.
Oh my god!
Those are honestly,
means-
those are my
this means-
favorite levels, are feet levels.
I don't know what I
Yeah.
want. I think I might want a feat.
Yeah, Duck's a feet guy.
I got a feat with slasher.
Aisling, I think I
always
heard
forget
that
to use
the way
it.
you wanted me to hear it. I think
Oh!
you just get that.
Alright.
So
That's
Elena's
enough out
the
of
only
you.
one at level 8, I think now, right? Is that right?
Sorry, everybody.
Unless you want to give an extra 1,101 experience for the friendships we made along the way.
Yeah.
What about the experience for not killing everybody?
Yeah.
You got experience for that.
What do I need for 3,486 experience?
Another session.
Let's just go back to Stormseye and start murdering people.
Just go back to Stormside. There's other things to kill.
You get negative experience for just killing random innocents.
Not in Baldur's Gate.
Ooh.
Congratulations. Yeah, we're I feel like we're the party is solving things and also opening new things, and
I wouldn't say solving is a strength, but
We're asking the right questions. We just don't. We're like, going, huh? How do these fit together? How do these fit together?
yeah. When you roll low, like I'm sorry, I just can't tell you.
It is
Yeah,
what
I
it
can't
is.
tell you.
Like those are just some bad rolls.
But you can always like ask someone you think is wise to see what they think of your hypotheses, and that'll give you some more information.
Awesome.
there. A 9. I contributed to the intelligence.
All right, Emily, if you want to, I will look at your character in between now and next time just to see what you've. It sounds like you might do a feat.
Yeah,
you'll
I'm
get
just
some hit
looking through to
points.
see what's out there.
You also have
Exciting.
to tell us.
Yeah, I'll let you know how many feet I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How many
No, I
feet
can't.
you've...
No, I can't unhear it.
how many feet I'm into. Yeah.
I'm infected.
Awesome. Thanks, Al. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving time
you
with friends
too.
and family.
Yes. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time away from work,
Woohoo!
and we'll see you in a few weeks.
All right. Bye, all.
Bye, everyone. Have a good
Bye,
weekend.
everybody. See ya.